Hi guys, it's Mrs. Galvin again. I am here today to talk to you about a new writing unit that we are starting this week called Procedural Writing. If we were in class right now, I'd ask you to tell me what procedural writing is, but we are not, so I'm going to tell you. Procedural writing is a piece of writing that tells us how to do something or how to make something, usually in a series of steps. So some examples of procedural writing include recipes, craft activities, maybe instructions or rules for a game. We're going to do all kinds of different procedural writing, and one of the challenges that I really want to do with you is for you to challenge me to follow one of your procedures. So let's say, I think one of the things that we're going to be doing during procedural writing is telling me how to make a sandwich, and hopefully I can pick some of them out and I'll actually follow your procedure and we'll see if the sandwich comes out the right way. I did this with my class last year and it was a lot of fun because if you miss a step, obviously your final product doesn't come out the way that it's supposed to. So procedural writing is really important because it can tell us and give us directions on how to do something or how to make something. Some of you already, cook and do things at home. And so you're like, oh yeah, I do it all the time because I use recipes, which is really, really awesome. But for this unit, we are going to create different procedural writing pieces. So I'll give you one, and then sometimes it'll be a free procedural writing where you can come up with one on your own. And then the final piece is going to be something that we're going to type into Book Creator, and you're going to create something. And I'm going to kind of leave that up to you at the very end. You can write me rules for a game. You can write me steps on how to make something. That can be a craft or food. Procedural writing is actually a really fun unit because it's something that we can actually take and we can actually follow, and that makes it, I think, a whole lot funner. I am going to be posting a poster for you guys as well that has to do with procedural writing. The last thing I want to touch on, though, is procedural writing really has to have transition words. And we did a lot of work with transition words in the classroom, and hopefully you remember what it is. And again, if we were in class, I definitely ask you, what are transition words? And you hopefully would raise your hand really, really high and say, oh, they're right back here on the wall, because in the classroom, on our reading wall, we had all of those transition words there. So I'm also going to post a poster about transition words. But if you remember, transition words are ways that we create order or create sequence. So of course, procedure writing, we need to use transition words. These would be like first, next, last, finally. Especially for procedure, we would maybe use numbers, so like listing things out 1, 2, 3, and so on. So I'm going to also be making a poster and posting it onto the class story about things, going in order or transition words that we can use throughout this unit. Anytime you're having any troubles like with anything that you're doing, there should be a video about it. And it's always posted onto the class story. Same thing with the posters. I want you to treat it just like as if we were in class. If you were in class and you were struggling with something, I would definitely say, hey, let's take a look at the poster that we made together and let's see if our answer is there. And I want you to treat it the same way as if you were in class. Go back to the class story and take a look at this video, or take a look at the poster that's posted there, because that's your reference. So that way it can help you with the work that you're doing. So procedural writing tells us how to do or how to make something through a series of steps. Examples, recipes, craft activities, instructions, or rules for a game are just some of the many things that we can do with procedural writing. Don't forget about using transition words in your procedural writing, and definitely check out all the posters as a reference as you're doing all the procedure writing that is going to be coming out over the next couple of weeks. All right, guys, if you have any questions, definitely let me know. I hope you guys do a really good job with this unit, and I am so excited to see all of the procedural writing that comes my way, and I'm definitely excited to try out one of them. Okay, bye guys, have a good day.